Yo guys, welcome back to Let Me Rewind. This is gonna be the last Danmachi video on the channel for the year. Mainly because even if new stuff comes out before the year's over, I won't be covering it because I won't be home. Anyway guys, so yeah, excuse my voice, it's kind of cold. I've not been awake that long, but all of the new stuff has dropped and we're gonna review the characters. I'm gonna give you my opinion on whether you should summon or not, especially if you're free to play, and I'm probably going to do the guaranteed step on the bet banner. So yeah, in saying that, I think I'm going to do the summon first. I want to get this out of the way. I want my boy Bet. Come on. I mean, it's a guaranteed step, but I'm really hoping for at least one copy. All 2 stars. All 2 stars. It's not looking good, guys. This game hates me, you know. I'm just gonna get the guarantee. I didn't even get Bet. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm gonna take my headphones off because it's unnecessary. I'm not mad. I am mad. I am mad. Let's not. I get screwed on every summon so far, which is why I'm saving. I'm going at least 8k for the collab banners when they come out. Anyway, let's review these new characters. I'm gonna go over here to the album, and I will catch you back when I'm ready. Okay guys, so we're here. This is the new bet. Yes, if you hadn't noticed, first part of the video I was dumb enough to have OBS on the wrong monitor, so I wasn't looking at the camera. Okay, so Bet is a physical attack type. Really good strength as you would expect. Really good agility as you would expect. Yeah, English, hey? Really low magic, but that's a given. That makes sense. The artwork, it's the artwork that I love. Honestly, it's so good. Oh my god, this cough will not go away, honestly. The Last Ronin. Such a good name for such a good name. Ultra light physical attack, damage plus 35% per each self strength buff skill, and ultra unguard rate with heal plus 10%. Heal 10% of the damage. So he heals 10% of the damage he does more damage for each strength buff, each self strength buff. Okay. Rough / low, light physical attack with self strength and light attack damage plus 70% for 3 turns. This looks like it's going to be your standard boost yourself, deal damage attacker. That's which we've basically grown accustomed to seeing now. Super light physical attack with higher penetration rate and self status buffs plus 3 turns. He can okay, that's new. Being an attacker that can extend your own buffs, especially by 3 turns, is a big deal. I like that. I'm really pissed that I didn't get him. Wild cutting. Highlight physical attack with ultra critical rate plus 35% for each self strength buff. So he can increase his crit rate and his damage output based on his. That is. He can hit hard. Let's just put it that way. He can hit hard. Right, pound. What are we looking at that for? Top familiar execs. Okay, you may not on the EU server. You may not be familiar with with this one because obviously it was around before the OWL server existed. So, and they haven't really released any top familiar executives that can combo that well together with this. So. It's not going to be a common combo. When countering regular attack at foe and he heals on counters. He heals 50%. okay, it's non elemental damage, but he's healing 50% of the damage he does from counters. That is crazy. So we have an assist that can increase strength as well. Well, self strength, not ally strength. So self strength and counter rate. We're good to go. Hissing damage, blah blah blah. Dark resist, yep, typical. Beasts. So beasts are probably going to be the next Memoria Rush event, which is cool, I suppose. But anyway, on to the. Okay, we're back over here at Anya, and another. Pretty sure is her strength one higher. Her strength is higher than the Bet's, but her agility is lower. Imagine everything else really doesn't matter. Well, it does. Her dex is higher than Bet's, but it looks like she's gonna be. She looks to be hitting harder from her base perspective. Rather, I mean, after Bet adds his own buffs, and then you take into consideration the additional damage for strength buffs, and then if he crits and stuff, he will probably hit harder. But before all of that's put into play, it looks like she may be hitting harder. She is a physical attack type. Again, Shinobi style attack, ultralight physical attack, damage plus 60% per each. Okay, so she's pretty much the same. But her damage plus 90%. Nah. That. Okay. It's a big buff. Allies 30% HP regen and self strength and light attack damage plus 60% for 4 turns. 4 turns is a really. I mean, I suppose 4 turns because she doesn't do any damage with this ability, and it's not that often nowadays that you get a buff ability attached to a skill that doesn't do damage. So, that's pretty good. So she buffs her team as well as herself. Mid-light physical attack with high on guard rate, physical resist and light resist minus 30% first. So she debuffs enemies as well. That is good. Super light physical attack with high critical rate, removes strength magic. What? Okay, so she removes buffs, debuffs, and she buffs. That's a very broad spectrum of abilities to have. I actually, honestly, with most cases, think that. With most cases with these banners, I honestly think she was designed to combo with the Bet, which makes sense if you think about it. But I actually think she could hit pretty hard, as well with the buffs, debuffs, and everything. But if you add her to a team with Bet, if you add her at even at level 60 to a team with Bet is going to hit so hard, it's crazy. Critical damage plus 20%. Crit damage. She doesn't have anything that increases crit chance. Okay. That's fine. Beast Killer again. So yeah, looks like Familiar. On to the next character. And here we are, the first magic attacker of the banners, Riveria. I always like Riveria. It's so elegant, you know. Clearly a magic attacker. Damn, look at that magic. And she's fast too. That is sweet. Straight in. Ultra light magic attack damage plus 30% per each self. Okay, typical self buffer. On guard rate and 40% chance to seal the enemy. 40% is a bit low. Well, you know what? To be fair, it's not low, but why not make it just 50? Like, Savant. Fast, low, light magic attack with ultra uncounter rate and allies magic, agility, and light attack damage plus 25% for 3 turns. Okay, I can dig it. I mean, I don't see many people getting much use out of her because especially on the EU server, because we don't have access to many light magic attacks. So, however good she may be, I kind of think this unit, even if you get her, will just get put on the bench for a while. Runic Intellect. Super light magic attack with temporary magic boost. Why am I looking down? Camera's there. Come on, LD. You can do it. YouTube and stuffs. Agility minus 40% for 2 turns. Okay, I do like the agility. See, alright, so why is my hat never straight? Because it's reversed in the camera. Gotcha. See, a 40% agility reduction for 2 turns, that I can get down with. That is a major debuff. To be fair, even then, I still think she'll end up on the bench. Especially if people have Makoto with the 50% slow. I mean, 40% agility reduction, is that better than? We'll work that out later. I'm not doing that now. But her next skill, Prism Bolt, high light medium attack, high light magic attack damage plus 35% per each self magic buff skill with ultra penetration. Standard damage dealer type scenario here. I'm not really that impressed with her special attack. 40% chance to seal seems pretty meh to me. Magic Blast, you've seen it. I mean, it's probably pretty rare. There aren't many people that can run full magic teams. Probably a little bit more difficult to put these teams. When countering regular attack of foe and heal minus 20. Okay, so healing, 25% healing reduction for 4 turns. That is something I can get behind. That is good. I like that. Bloom, 4% HP and MP regen. I like seeing those because who doesn't like free MP? And Beast Killer. Okay, right. On the lower end of the pool on this one, I mean, there's nothing that stands out tremendously about her. But onto the next character. Okay, so we're here on the last adventurer, Daphne, and yeah, it says right there, it is what it is. She's a balance type. I'm not mad that this is who I got for my guaranteed step. Yeah, I don't expect her stats to be ridiculously high, but she does have a decent spread, I suppose. Straight into the skills. Bloom Thrower, foes, Ultra Wind, the Wind type. I should have guessed that really, based on the artwork. Ultra Wind physical attack with temporary strength boost, ultra on guard rate, physical and magical resist minus 40% for 4 turns. Okay, debuff special attack. Cannot see it hitting too hard. Sharp Slicer, fast, high wind physical attack of high on counter rate. Bog standard AOE. But it is a fast. Does have a fast modifier on it, so there is that to it, I suppose. Okay, Defuse Aura Allies fast, 20% HP heal with a 20% HP regen. Foe strength, agility, and physical resistance. Okay, so it's a heal plus a HP regen plus a debuff. I like that. My hat. I suppose that will go a long way on stall teams, but I don't think that's enough to replace either Haruhime at the minute, on which you'll probably find on most teams. Windwalker allies slow, strength, wind, strength and wind attack damage plus 50% for 3 turns and removes strength debuffs. Okay, being a slow modifier means it'll probably go last, which means you'll have the strength buff for next turn and any debuffs applied that turn will be removed. I like it. I see how it works. It will be helpful, I suppose. It'll basically start, but unless the rest of your team can go first on the next turn, it's pretty useless because then those debuffs are just going to be reset. Blitz, agility plus 40% when countering physical attack. Okay, wind element, typical. Yeah, nothing really stands out for her. She just looks like she would be a good addition to any stall teams. I don't think her element is going to set her too much apart. I don't think. I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, she will go better on wind teams, but with the 20% heal plus the HP regen, I can see her working on pretty much any stall team. But I don't think she's good enough to replace Haruhime if you have her. Either one of them. Definitely if you have the standard pool Haruhime. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to cover the assists. It's mainly the adventurers. The reason I'm not going to cover the assists is because I'm now going to sum up whether I think you should summon or not. And my... Okay, so I spent 400 Iris, but that's because I wanted the bet. It didn't happen. I took a gamble. I had a 1 in 3 chance of getting him. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. I have 6,000 Iris. I have been grinding the story. I have been saving everything. I'm not summoning. I don't recommend anybody summon. Don't even bother with the guaranteed steps unless you have parts of a light team that you've been getting somehow, especially on the EU server, because we haven't had any light units really released. So there's no need to have any of these units. They're not time limited, so you can get them from the common pool eventually. I don't see a point wasting your Iris right now when the collab banner is probably maybe end of January. Because it's going to happen before winter ends, so end of January probably seems the most plausible, or beginning of February. So that gives you at least 4 weeks to save some more Iris. In 4 weeks I can do at least 6,000. That's without any Iris that I'm buying. Well, I say 6,000. I should really work that out and maybe proofread what I'm saying. But yeah, it's a big no for me, guys, especially if you're free to play. I don't recommend summoning on any of these. If you're a collector, maybe yeah, 1 copy of each, but it's not worth. They're not time limited. We haven't on the EU server had any light units to complement the rest of the team, so you would have, if you want to form a team around it, you would have to get like all of them. And well, who's got the Iris for that right now? Anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful, informative. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description. If you want to join my community, the link to my Discord will be in the description. And as always, guys, catch you later.